Yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports welcome. You are fully appreciated. If you are here for another session of boxing talk, my people, and in this round, my guys, this round, my people, well, what do I have for you? I got Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is recently has been linked with Chris Eubank Jr., my people. Chris Eubank Jr. also recently linked with Conor Benn. But the way I want to make this video, what I want to make this video about is what if Chris Eubank Jr. is not an opponent of either fighter in the next fights? So who should all three fighters actually face next, if not each other? And that's what this video is about. And that more or less just sums up everything I've got for you people. And so without any further delay, I think let's just get going, my people, starting with Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez, yeah. After beating Edgar Berlanga, easy win, easy payday. He's been consistent in that, my guys. You know, we knew he was going to win that fight before you know, the fight press conference, before anything comes after the announcement that they are going to fight, you know. So yeah, we knew by a long shot. Same with Jaime Munguia before that, and then Jamel Charlo, who actually could have given Canelo a real challenge, but he just came to lie down and get paid. So yeah, he was the worst of them all. And John Ryder as well. You know, all easy paydays, easy win for Saul Canelo Alvarez. So he's very staunch on that trend right now, my people. He ain't going away from that, my guys. And also David Benavidez and David Moreau, he has been avoiding as is mandatory at 168. They left 168. Tired of Saul Canelo Alvarez. I'm waiting on him for an opportunity. That they're now campaigning at 175 and are scheduled to fight each other next, my people. I believe January the 25th, 2025, they're gonna fight each other next. So that is a great excuse for Saul Canelo Alvarez. He doesn't have to you know, think about David Benavidez, my people. And if asked, well, he's fighting David Moreau next, my guys, and vice versa with Moreau too. Canelo's got a perfect excuse there too. And again, Bivol, another fighter that fans are looking for. Obviously, the David Benavidez, David Moreau fight, fans are looking for that. They'll gobble that up. That will be a huge fight, especially Benavidez and Canelo. But Bivol too, the rematch. I know Canelo was looking for that, but Bivol first, he's looking to rematch Better Beef first, after he lost to Better Beef for the undisputed 175 king. He lost that to Better Beef, so he wants that rematch. We're still looking for that one. We don't really know when it's going to happen, but yeah, we're still looking for that one. So 2 fights there, one that Canelo don't want and one he wants. But really, even if he wanted both of them, he can't fight any of the fighters now who are actually scheduled, my guys. Yeah, so let's move forward. So if he can't fight those fighters, who? Well, we got Lester Martinez, Christian Mbile, and we got not Hamza Shiraz. We have got Diego Pacheco, my guys, who are just young surging fighters in the division right now at 168. Very capable opponents. I think will give Saul Canelo hell, and got a big opportunity in possibly beating Saul Canelo Alvarez. And I mean that, especially with Christian Mbile. Man, the guy is relentless, he's powerful, he can take a good punch, and he can dish it all back too. And he fights at a very high tempo, a tempo that Saul Canelo Alvarez is not very comfortable with. We know he likes to take his breathers and time, and you know, the fact that he likes to load up as well, Saul Canelo Alvarez, gets him very tired very quickly, my people. So I believe Mbile will give him all sorts of problems. But my favorite fighter in the division right now is Lester Martinez. He's a Guatemalan fighter. Man. He's a boxer puncher. Very powerful. Just like Mbile is powerful as well. He's quite lengthy too. And he can fight on the front foot, on the back foot. Very technical minded, great ring IQ, great fight IQ. Knows how to put all his technical abilities together with his natural abilities to cause you all sorts of problems, my guys, my people. And trust me, I reckon he can match Saul Canelo Alvarez. That's how highly I think of this kid. Although he's never had a 12-round scheduled fight. That is the downside, another downside. But he's gone the length though. He's gone the length, all 12 rounds with fighters like Carlos Congora, who we know likes to take up his opponents to the deep end and drown them, my people. And Martinez, he put up a brilliant show against Congora, who Christian Mbile also fought. Mbile did see some adversity in that fight, my guys. I thought he got hurt a couple times, but at the same time, his ability shone through. And I actually think Martinez performed better than Mbile in their common opponent in Carlos Congora, my guys. And yeah, those are the fighters I've got for Saul Canelo Alvarez. But we're forgetting one, Diego Pacheco, who Teddy Atlas has just been raving and going on about, saying this guy is tall, he's got length, he's rangy, and he's got technical ability and blah blah. He's got all the abilities to be able to cause Saul Canelo Alvarez an upset, and I do see those abilities, my people. But I would put Mbile and my guy Martinez just in front of him, my guys. The only thing, like I said, Martinez never had a 12-round fight, so maybe 1 or 2 fights he'll be ready for Saul Canelo Alvarez, my people, but more ready for Canelo than Pacheco, I reckon. Pacheco is rangy, all these things, but the you know, Saul Canelo Alvarez, man, he's a special fighter, my people. He's very good. He's a very good fighter. To tell you the truth, my people. But Pacheco, he's definitely up there, and one of the fighters I would say Canelo should actually face next, my guys. Should actually face next alongside Mbile, or in 1 or 2 fights. My people. But they don't represent easy payday, easy wins like people would say with Saul Canelo Alvarez. That's the trend he's on right now, you know. Easy payday, easy wins. These are high risk. These fighters are high risk. I'm telling you, they are high risk, low reward sort of fighters, I would say. But I'm tired of all that talk though. All that talk about a fighter not representing enough of a fan base to make a big fight, because Saul Canelo Alvarez in himself is so massive that he carries himself when it comes to the fights. He makes the payday. You know, his fans make the payday. I mean, Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia, we do know they are now starting to, you know, sprout in terms of fans noticing them, you know. So they do represent a sort of a reasonable payday for Saul Canelo Alvarez. But Martinez and Mbile, I think, are better than Edgar Berlanga and Jaime Munguia for sure. And because I believe Saul Canelo Alvarez's name carries itself anyway, all it needs is for the media to jump in when Saul Canelo Alvarez is gonna face a great opponent that is somehow obscure to fans in terms of their name. The media should give it a good working where they let people know how good these fighters are, man, and how much of a great fight they got on their hands, my people. I think that would do a hell of a lot to you know, give these young fighters opportunities, and not only that, but not only opportunities to become champions, but to make big fights, my people. Big fights, my guys. Canelo carries himself, so there's no real excuse anymore. No one is as small is a small payday with Canelo right now. Any decent fighter will make a good payday with Canelo, and Canelo will make a good payday too. That's what I reckon. The fans will watch it. Bottom line. And okay, what is a big fight though at 168? Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, when he lost his IBF title to Saul Canelo Alvarez for him to unify all 4 titles in the division and become undisputed, my people. I know he no longer has the IBF title. He lost that to William Skull, my guys, who could have been could be a next possible opponent, because Skull is now the IBF champion after beating Vladimir Shishkin, my people. But does Saul Canelo Alvarez wants an easy fight in William Skull? My guys, the reason why Canelo didn't face him before is because he's obscure. It's an obscure name to fight. But other than that, the reality is I've seen now that the guy is just a boring fighter. He does not engage. He's not really that good. For me, he's a sitting duck. And one of the young champions, if they don't face Canelo, should try and challenge William Skull for that title and at least have something that Canelo would actually want, my people. And yeah, in the hands of a fighter that would actually give Canelo competition, and that is the IBF title, my people. But you know, like I said though, the person that represents a big fight is Caleb Plant. Canelo did beat him before to unify and become undisputed in the division. But Caleb Plant right now, in his last fight with Trevor McCombie, is looking a little bit sharper, a little bit more improved. But McCombie though is a much lesser able fighter than Saul Canelo Alvarez. In fact, less able than Caleb Plant, as we saw in that fight. Plant was having problems though, problems towards early to mid section of the fight. From the early to mid rounds of the fight, he was having issues because he was fighting mostly from the inside, from the outside, and McCombie with his charging right hand was able to catch him couple of times, and he had to adjust, switch, start fighting on the inside, where I thought he was able to just put his combinations really well together, and you look very strong on the inside, Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCombie. But can he replicate that with Saul Canelo Alvarez? I don't know. Saul Canelo Alvarez is a much higher caliber fighter than Trevor McCombie. And not only that, when Canelo and Plant fought in their first fight, I thought Plant quit in that fight. So he's got a bit of quit in him. But has he fixed all that? I don't know, unless they fight. I know Plant, you know, is looking like he'll take on all comers right now after facing David Benavidez. You know, and again, he has got interest in fighting Canelo and getting his own back. You know, yeah, but that represents a big fight. I mean, Caleb Plant, he brought in, that was Canelo's one of his highest paydays, 45 million. 45 million, I believe Canelo got for that, from that fight. So possibly one of his biggest payday to date, my people. So that's a fight. If they can make that fight, I would definitely be interested in that, my people, my guys, my people, my guys. But check it out though. Another big fight that could potentially happen is Jermall Charlo versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. Jermall Charlo though, my only problem with Jermall Charlo, he has been inactive for so long. I mean, since he fought what's that geezer's name again? Oh my god. Juan Montiel. When he fought Juan Montiel, yeah, he beat Montiel via decision, but then, and he actually had a lot of problems in that fight. You know, at some points I thought Montiel was gonna come away with the win, to tell you the truth. But since that win, Jermall Charlo hasn't been back in the ring for 3 years. And then last year, 2023, he fought what's his name? Jose Benavidez. And he beat Jose Benavidez also via unanimous decision. a fighter who really a fully fit, Jamal Charlo would have KO'd Jose Benavidez, to tell you the truth. But that wasn't the case. So I wasn't really too impressed with that win. But it was a good win nonetheless. But it's not a win to ready him for Saul Canelo Alvarez. Although that is a big fight. They're both known by casuals, my guys. They are both known in the boxing world and very well known amongst fans, my people. But I would say just because of the layoffs, Jamal Charlo was linked to comeback versus Thomas Lamar on the undercard of Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, my people. That was scheduled for December the 14th, but I think that's been postponed or cancelled. Don't take my word on that. Can't give you 100% guarantee on that one, but it's one of the other. I can guarantee you that for sure. But we know Jamal Charlo don't want no Thomas Lamar. In fact, we know that who the person he really wanted for that undercard was Demetrius Andrade, my people. And but check what though, yeah, a good comeback fight for Jamal Charlo. Caleb Plant, that's another good one. Can he get that fight? I know Jamal Charlo is now ranked at 168. So can he get that fight, my people? I don't know, my people. I do not know, my guys. So anyway, Saul Canelo Alvarez can't fight David Benavidez. He can't fight Dimitri Bivol, and he won't fight he won't fight what it looks like Chris Eubank Jr. And I've gone through the possible opponents who I think Canelo should fight next. Some of them very, very good matchups as well. But what about Chris Eubank Jr.? What's the best opponent for him next? I think is very glaringly in front of us. We can all see is Cornor Benn, my guys. Cornor Benn, my people. That's a big fight, my people. Cornor Benn's got a good fan base in the UK. They both UK got great fan bases in the UK. So why not make that fight happen, my people? Canelo, anything but Canelo for Chris Eubank Jr. Because Chris Eubank Jr., we know he's got no chance in that fight. Let's be fair. He's just looking for some good payday, and he doesn't mind having a stain on his record for that. Exactly like Jamal Charlo, and that is Jamal Charlo just reincarnated if that fight happens, my guys. I don't want to see that mess, my people. But Chris Eubank Jr. If not Cornor Benn though, if not Cornor Benn, who my people? Who, my guys? We know Canelo's off. Canelo don't want to fight Chris Eubank Jr. Hamza Shiraz. I've been hearing talks about Hamza Shiraz and Chris Eubank Jr. I know Frank Warren wouldn't mind making that fight, but Hamza Shiraz, I believe, right now could be tied up with Janibek Alim Kanali, who is the unified champion at 160. Yeah, 160, my people. And he right now holds the IBF title and the WBO title, I believe. And that fight could be going to a purse bid. Janibek versus Shiraz, my people. But Janibek and Shiraz and Chris Eubank Jr. after Shiraz does whatever he has to do next, I think him and Eubank could build up to be a big fight. Both UK fighters. Hamza Shiraz, top prospect coming up in the UK right now. His name is everywhere. Everybody's just talking about Shiraz right now. Not so much amongst casuals, but amongst core fans, hell yeah, they're talking about Hamza Shiraz, my people. But Bruce Ennis could be another great one for Chris Eubank Jr. And I think that would be a huge fight. That would be a huge fight, my guys. Bruce Ennis, who campaigns at 147, just like Cornor Benn, my people. So if Cornor Benn can go up to 160 and face Chris Eubank Jr., we know that's what Cornor Benn wants. Chris Eubank Jr., though, he's saying he's getting a bit too big for that division. He wants to go up to 168, my people. But if Cornor Benn can cover that feat, I reckon so can Jerome Boots Ennis, my people, who is the best at 147, possibly the biggest too, my people. And that's a big fight, my people. It's crossing the divisions, but it's a big fight. That is a huge fight. You know, the Canelo fight, I mean the Crawford fight, it's not good. It's not good for it's not good for Ennis, my people. He needs to stay at 147 and clean up and clean up. And also, if he's got other big fights like the Eubank and so forth, you can go for those sort of fights, you know. But I don't think the Crawford fight is good for him, my guys. Yeah, and it's not good for Crawford either, business wise. Well, but anyway, I think am I done for Eubank? Hamza Shiraz, Chris Eubank Jr., Cornor Benn, Jerome Bruce Ennis. Well, that's all I've got for now. Even Jamal Charlo would be a great Chris Eubank Jr. for Jamal Charlo would be a great comeback fight before he thinks of taking on a Canelo or something like that. At least Chris Eubank Jr. he does fight back, so will offer a bit of resistance, you know. We can actually then see how really sharp Jamal Charlo has become, you know, since, you know, he seems fired up to come back anyway. But yeah, that would be a huge fight, I reckon. They're both known by fans, Eubank Jr. and Jamal Charlo, my people. But Eubank Jr., that's you. Step aside. Come in, Conor Benn, my guys. Conor Benn. Who could Conor Benn fight other than Eubank Jr., my guys? Other than Eubank Jr., all the champions at 147, Conor Benn wants them all. He's been saying he's calling for Ennis, calling for Stanionis, calling for Marios Barrios, my people. And they're all good fights. They're all good fights, my people. Good, skillful fights. But the biggest one there, I believe the biggest one there is Bruce Ennis and Conor Benn, the biggest fight right now to make at 147. So let them get it on, my people. Maybe Chris Eubank Jr. Not Jr. Conor Benn. Conor Benn may well fight one of the champions in the division, maybe Barrios or Stanionis, get a title and then unify with Bruce Ennis at 147 to make that that big bang fight, that big fight, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so yeah, man, I would love that fight, my people. I would love that fight. But we do know that Jerome Bruce Ennis right now is committed to facing his mandatory in what is that guy's name, my guys, my people? What's his name? Oh my god. He fought him already. He fought him not David Avenesian. He fought him before David Avenesian. Is it Chukadzian? I think he's fighting Karen Chukadzian. Yeah, Karen Chukadzian. He's fighting Karen Chukadzian. He beat up Karen Chukadzian once already, my people. So, but he has to do it again. This is just a mandatory. The first one was pretty easy. I know they're expecting him to pass this one again. And then move on to the next one. I know he's looking for Brian Norman. If Brian Norman don't give him a shot, give Conor Benn a shot. That is a big fight. I want to see that fight there with Jerome Bruce Ennis, my guys, my people. But yeah, that's it, my guys. That's all I got for you right now, my people, in this session. But you can catch me here next time on this channel, Body and Mind Sports. But before you leave, do like, do share, subscribe, and of course drop your comments below as always. And as always, like I would say, stay super blessed, my people.